Get it? How's it going, Forex traders? Welcome back to yet another amazing video from yours truly. My name is Gbpusd. Forex traders is an amazing opportunity to be sharing today with you guys. I know you have a lot of other things to do, but today I want to bring you what they call Forex greatness. Most of you who've been following me for the longest time heard about my trade whereby I had a $24 million stop loss position and I went ahead to increase the stop loss to about $50 million. That's how much I believed in the trade. Everybody was bashing me, but I stood firm. Actually, the first trade, the initial trade, had a $24 million stop loss room. You know what that means? Basically, if the market goes against me, I lose $24 million, and the upside was obviously potentially very huge. But then obviously the market started to pull back towards my stop loss area, and I went ahead to add another $10 million position to it. Everybody went crazy on social media. I haven't really been on YouTube since that whole saga happened. I'm just getting the opportunity to come back now because I've been very busy. So I want to use this Trader Talk episode to obviously dive deep into that trade and talk about what exactly is next for Gbpusd, what exactly is next for EuroUSD, what exactly is next for gold, and what exactly is next for BTC. These are the major pairs everybody's talking about right now. And of course, like I always do, I will be touching on a host of other topics. Now, if you're wondering what happened to my Gbpusd trade, guys, the market turned around, and as you guys know, courtesy of what we've learned in the top-down analysis, how the top-down analysis teaches us how to do trade, how the Forex Mastery course teaches us to be very steadfast and believe in our strategy, that trade turned around. Not only did it turn around, but it turned around and made us a ton of money. And I'll be discussing that shortly. So shout out to the Forex Mastery program. Shout out to the top-down analysis. And of course, before I head into the video, I want to use this opportunity to inform you guys that yours truly, Gbpusd, I am cooking something new, something big. I am officially working on, and I want to use this opportunity to announce that I am officially working on the Forex Mastery 2.0. You see, I launched Forex Mastery, the first edition, in 2020. I was very young, didn't even have beard on. If you watch the videos, I was extremely young, but it's been 5 years since I launched that program, and a lot more things have happened in the market. The market is very dynamic. Strategies have changed. Market conditions have changed. So I present to you the latest version of the Forex Mastery called Forex Mastery 2.0. Now, the program is going to be going live on the 3rd of November. I'll be dropping a link down below to the waitlist of the Forex Mastery program. I want to teach you guys how to go from thinking like a retail trader to thinking like an institutional trader. I want to teach you guys how to anticipate moves but not chase them. I want to teach you guys how to attract pips but not chase them. I want to teach you guys the concept, the mental, the psychology in my head that made me believe that even though the entire internet was screaming at me for using a $24 million stop loss, the entire internet was calling me silly names because I increased it to a $50 million stop loss. What is that mentality that I had in my head that made me steadfast in my trade? That also made that trade turn around to make us a lot of money. That's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you guys in the Forex Mastery program. I'm an institutional trader, not a retail trader. And if you're watching this, I want you to have the mentality of an institutional trader. I don't care of your account size. Regardless of the account size that you have, it's not about the account size. It's about how you perceive the market. How do you see the market? I see the stop losses. I know where they are. Do you? I know where the take profit regions are. I see where all the take profits are. Do you? The reason I'm able to do this is because I'm not just any trader. I am an institutional trader. So ladies and gentlemen, today, you will do yourself a big favor. Go to the description down below, right there, and put sign up for the waitlist. If you're a Forex Mastery student already, it's a no-brainer. You have to get the 2.0 because the 2.0 is way more advanced. I'm teaching you guys Willis Zone 2.0, the new concept of the top-down analysis, top-notch risk management strategies, market psychology. How do I know the market isn't going to go against me? What do you do when the market is going against you? These are the things that destroy Forex traders. All of this and so much more. In the waitlist, you will be getting emails from me. I'll be updating you guys as every single module is created. Also, I'll be asking you guys questions via email as well. Tell me what exactly you're struggling with. I want us, not just me. The Forex Mastery 2.0 is not just about me. It's about us. I want us to sit down and create this program together. Whatever thing it is you're struggling with right now, respond to the emails when you get them. Go down right now to the comment section, click the link right now as I'm talking to you, and sign up. All you need is your full name, email address, and your phone number. Correct email address, your phone number has to be your WhatsApp number because you will be getting communicated to by my team. Also, in this video, drop a comment down below. What exactly are you struggling with? My team will go through the comment section. I will look through all of them, and I'll also be answering these questions on the Forex Mastery 2.0. Like I said, the Forex Mastery 2.0 is here to solve your problems. The shift, the change from retail trading to institutional trading. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dapo Willis. Now let's jump into the video. Let's see what exactly is happening in the market. Let's make some money. Don't forget to sign up for the waitlist, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go. Mic check, people. Welcome into my screen. It's yours truly. Like I said, it's your boy, Dapo Willis. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kick off Trader Talk today by breaking down the infamous Gbpusd. Everybody has been wanting to hear what exactly is next for Gbpusd. You had a long position whereby your stop loss was almost $50 million. What exactly was the outcome of the trade? When I'm done with Gbpusd, I'm also going to be speaking about what's the next step for Gbpusd, EuroUSD, gold, and potentially the S&P 500 and BTC as well, because I saw there was a lot of dumping going on BTC. So it's going to be quite a lengthy Trader Talk episode. But before I jump into the nitty-gritties of the video, I want you guys to do yourself a favor and go ahead and smash the subscribe button right there. Smash that subscribe button right there so that you guys, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to do that. 5, smash, 4, 3, 2, 1, so that you guys don't miss out on juicy stuff like this. So now guys, let's dive in. So the first pair I'm obviously going to be going over is GBP. I don't know if I should go over GBPUSD first or Euro Dollar. Actually, let's jump into GBPUSD so that we can understand what exactly is going on in Mr. Willis's mind. Is he still in the trade? Has he closed out his trade? What exactly is going on? So I'm going to break down the trade once again for you guys and explain to you guys what exactly is going on with GBPUSD at the moment. Now, let's go over to the daily time frame. Now, GBPUSD in itself, had this very nice bullish uptrend to the upside. You can see we were pushing all the way to the upside, blah, blah, blah. And then we came about here, right? We pulled down here, and then came and stayed above. From what I could see, this was a clear left shoulder, head, right shoulder pattern. When I came and brought out my Fibonacci as well. Hold on, Fibonacci retracement. I could see that this was a 50 fib zone. So I knew for a fact that this uptrend wasn't over and we still wanted to go to the further upside. And then what I did was, you guys know, Forex Mastery students, you guys know. And by the way, guys, like I said at the beginning of the video, Forex Mastery 2.0, as at the time I'm recording this video, it's the 12th of October. The Forex Mastery 2.0 is currently being worked on as we speak. Ensure to, there's a link down in the description, right? Ensure to click the link, put in your details so you can join the waitlist. The course is going to be very expensive, extremely expensive, because it's so many years worth of experience. And I remember that the Forex Mastery 1.0 was extremely cheap. This time around, we decided to make it very expensive. However, if you join the waitlist, you can get it at a heavily discounted rate. I think the first 1,000 people that purchase would get it at a very discounted rate. So I'm thinking of even pricing at maybe $1,000. And maybe the first 1,000 people that get it obviously get a discount. Maybe they can get the cost for maybe $100, $200, $300, or maybe. My team was saying let's discount it all the way down to $149 for the first 1,000 people. But I don't know yet what exactly, but I do know that the original price is going to be $1,000. But I also know that for my true followers, people who watch these videos all the time, you're going to get a heavily discounted rate if you purchase within the first 1,000 people. So ensure to click the link in the description, join the waitlist. I would also be showing you guys behind the scenes as to how I'm building the program, all the modules I'm adding. I'll be talking about prop firms, how to beat the prop firms, how to beat the market, market manipulation, Willis Zone 2.0, top-down analysis 2.0. I'll be talking about everything, market psychology, traders, all the things that traders are struggling. Because at the end of the day, this course is being built by traders. So I'm taking feedback from the existing Forex Mastery students and traders at large to understand what challenges are they facing, and that's exactly what I'm using to build the Forex Mastery 2.0. So it's a very inclusive project, and if you join the waitlist, you can also reply to the email with the challenges you're facing. What challenges are you facing? Because I'm going to be asking questions, and then I will then use those topics and speak on them to build the program so that I can address the issues that you're still having, the risk management, whatever. I don't care what it is. Oh, I get into a trade and I'm seeing the market still stops me, blah, blah. All your questions are not stupid. Tell me what challenges you're facing in the email. When you get an email from Dapper Willis, reply, I'm facing this challenge, and I would address the challenge on the course. It's never been done before. This is a course built for traders by traders. So back to what I was saying. Now, GBPUSD, pretty much, you know, I saw this here. So it was a breakout, pull back into this region about here, and I went long. Actually, I went long. This was the long setup about here. It's simple. This was a very clear-cut, simple. This setup is all over Twitter, by the way. Push out, pull back, bullish engulfing candle, beautiful. What do you do next? You buy. This is rules of engagement. Okay, this is rules of engagement. If you take your Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, A, B, C. We came into here. This is Fibonacci. This market should bounce off of here. We should break the counter trend line and bounce as per the principles of price action. But what starts to happen next? You can clearly see the market starts to go higher. I mean, we expect that the market is going to blow all the way to the upside. Everything's looking good. And then what happens? We see this nasty candle. And I remember at the beginning of this trade, my stop losses, obviously, if you buy here, your stop losses should come here. But this red candle, the morning this red candle, and I'm just doing a quick recap of GBPUSD, and I'll explain to you guys what's happening next. I remember the morning of this red candle, and by the way, my stop loss on this trade was $24 million. Crazy. You guys definitely remember the trade. It was wild. It was wild. And then you guys could see clearly that the market started to tank all the way down to the downside. So I remember this morning there was news coming out, some GBPUSD news coming out, and I knew for a fact that this setup, see, the market doesn't just come, fail, and drop lower. No. I knew for free that in order for this trade, this market to because don't forget, this is an uptrend, right? The market doesn't pull back in an uptrend and then fail midway and collapse. It doesn't. This is not how trend reversals work. I knew for free that for this market to want to reverse, even if this market wants to go down, we must at least come and put in a double top. So I was very confident. And when this red bar happened, I knew, I could see that it was news that pushed it down. So I knew for free this was a market manipulation. So what did I do? I came and I drew my trend line from here, connected it at this bottom here, and this was the third touch of the trend line. Forex Mastery students, you guys already know. For the existing Forex Mastery students, you already know the third touch of the trend line always does the trick. So when the market pulled in here, I drew my trend line. I saw there was support. I took my Fibonacci from A to B, and it lined up here. So I have Fibonacci, I have support, and I have third touch of the trend line. That is classified as the Willis zone. And guess what happened, guys? The next day, we started to push up, and we pushed up, and we just blew up all the way to the upside. And we started to push higher, right? So for those of you guys who are asking, that's exactly how I was able to recover. Even at this point, when I saw the market came here and we started to push higher, I added more, like this was my entry somewhere around here. I was in massive negative. I was on the brink of getting stopped out. But because of my utmost belief in the top-down analysis and the Willis zone, I added more trades to my position. And the market rallied all the way to the upside, and I went on to make a whole lot of money. There's so many lessons to learn from this, and I'll be discussing them in details in the Forex Mastery 2.0. But the most important lesson that you can learn from my Gbpusd trade, I haven't really come to break it down in detail, perhaps to say what exactly is going on. But what you can learn from this is, I believe in my strategy. It's worked for me several times. It's made me millions. I'm the richest Forex trader, period. Not just in Africa at this point. Like I'm busting out everybody out. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm on top of the game. You get what I'm saying? Just because I do my top-down analysis and I'm able to stick to my strategy. The challenge a lot of Forex traders have is they don't have that strategy that they can rely on, they can hold on to. Look at, in the brink of me getting stopped out, I was so confident that I added more to my position. And there's another common misconception that has been going on, like, why did you move your stop loss? The thing is, we've been trained to believe that stop losses cannot be moved. There's a difference between risk management and trade management. When you get into a trade, and guys, this Trader Talk episode is going to be extremely educative because I have been actively trading. Sometimes, due to my busy schedule, I don't really have time to trade. But you see this trade, I placed this trade, and it just made me realize and remember a lot of the principles about trading Forex. You see, there's a difference between risk management and trade management. When you get into a trade, you get in with a risk management concept in sight. But when the trade is now active, you now go into trade management. Trade management is a different ball game entirely. You're now managing your trade based on what exactly is going on in the market. You can't tell me that you can see that the banks, the institutions are about to manipulate a particular level where your stop loss is. You can clearly see it from experience, and you're about to lose $24 million, and your strategy is still telling you to hold, and you will not adjust your stop loss. You have to adjust your freaking stop loss. Stop losses are not, you don't just set, and this is what made me realize that a lot of traders, especially on Twitter, don't even know how to trade. You can't tell me that adjusting your stop loss goes against the principles of trading. Who said so? Who said so? I don't know where you got, people just be like, well, do you know how, this is why you always hear the trade stopped me out before he went in my direction. Happens all the time. I'm not saying move your stop losses to a crazy point. This is why you have to have a certain amount of risk appetite you're willing to entertain on a particular move. The problem why people can't move their stop loss is they're over leveraging and over risking too much, and it just seems crazy. Like people are coming to say, "Oh, you that moved your stop loss." Like moving stop loss is a bad thing. I just realized that these people, they never made a withdrawal before. You can tell traders are not profitable, ladies and gentlemen. And I discussed this in market psychology and trading psychology, based on obviously on the module of trade management. Based on the data you have in front of you, the market is dynamic. Based on the data you have in front of you, you have to trade accordingly. You don't own the market. So if you can see, and another thing that I want to speak about, so many things I want to speak about. This Forex Mastery 2.0 is going to be fire. It's going to be fire because so much information, so much knowledge. I manage so much money. The things I see on these charts, you understand, on a week-to-week basis, bro, it will teach you a lot of things. Okay. Another thing that I want to address is sometimes the market does not play out as quickly as you want it to play out. You need to give yourself time for the market to play out. The market is not always going to follow the route you planned. Let me explain this to you guys. I planned for this market to go just all the way higher from here to hit my green, my TP1. But see what happened. The market first came down, and it's called fulfilling technical levels. It was at that point I'm now realizing that, the market actually wanted to do a third trend line bounce before it head higher. It's called fulfilling technical levels. So when you're getting into a trade, you have to take all these things into consideration. The market is not always going to move in the way. The problem is when people get into a trade and the market is not moving as smoothly as they want it to move, they panic. But the institutional traders like myself and like you guys, because Forex Mastery 2.0 is going to convert all of you guys to institutional traders. Period. It's going to convert all of you guys to institutional traders. It has to. It has to. Okay? And you start to understand that the market is not going to go as fast or in the same path clear path as you want it to go, and you need to prepare your mind for that. Okay, and that's what I wanted to say. And what exactly happened? The market absolutely rallied all the way into my TP1. It came and it pinned my TP1 to the T. And this is another lesson. Another lesson. What does the lesson state? TP1 must be at the 100% retracement. Why didn't I put my 100% retracement here or at the thingy here? I came and I used my weekly level, because from what I could see, it felt like GBPUSD was exhausted and it wanted one last touch of previous highs. So once it hit TP1 and I started to see the red candles, ladies and gentlemen, I grabbed my TP1 and I moved stop losses straight to break even. And what exactly happened? The market started to roll over. Now this now exactly looked like a clear double top. At this point I knew, Kalas, GBPUSD is done. It's done what I wanted it to go a lot higher. I would have expected it to rally all the way to the upside, because this was my TP2. But that's why we have TP1 and TP2. TP1, you go in there, you take as much. The market doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't look like people were like, oh, they came, they were laughing. Oh, your trade only hit TP1, it didn't get to TP2. Are you mad? People are crazy, guys. People are funny, man. You're talking like I own the freaking market, bro. I trade what I see and I react based on market conditions. You don't own this shit. The Forex Mastery 2.0 will teach you how to be a reactive trader, how to say, oh no, it's time. I've made money. I don't make some money. It's time for me to chill. It's time for me to chill. It's time for me to chill. And lo and behold, what happened? The market bellowed all the way down. Bellowed all the way down. Came back down. It tried to go higher. And then the market just tanked all the way down. We officially have a double top. What did I say before I got into this trade? I said the reason I'm holding on to this trade is the market will tell you. It's chart pattern 101. Before I reverse this uptrend, I will give you a double top. It's how the market works. Or I will give you a significant head and shoulder pattern. I will give it to you. Mr. Willis, I will let you know. Forex Mastery students, the market will let you know before it reverses. You just need to know what to look out for. And this is on the daily time frame and a weekly time frame. Now, what has happened is GBPUSD has put in clear reversal signs. If I come and I draw my trend line, and I've been so busy to address this, trend line 1 broken, trend line 2 has officially been breached. No matter how you want to join the wicks. If I join it on the map, it's officially been broken. But if I connect this like so, it's been broken. You can see a breakout retest continuation. What does that state? The principles of price action is at play. Double top for an uptrend signifies trend reversal. So what's happening now? I don't need a soothsayer to tell you guys. GBPUSD is looking at this level 1.31712. Yes, we have breakout retest continuation, and it's looking like it wants to start bleeding. This is looking like a clear counter trend move. I don't really like to trade counter trend moves, but this is looking like a very juicy setup. So what do I do in counter trend positions? I like to risk between 3 to 5% per trade. On my massive account, I risk 3%. But when I see a counter trend move, yes, I want to make more money from this, but I tune down my risk. It's easier. It is more effective. It is more probable for you to trade a market in the direction of the trend. But when it's against the trend, the chances of it giving you a headache is more when it's against the trend. So because I'm not the type of trader that likes headache, I'll reduce my risk a bit so that I don't miss out on the opportunity. So this is exactly what's going on with GBPUSD, guys. It's so simple and straightforward. Double top, breakout of trend line, retest of the outermost point of the trend line, and we're looking down. And if you know anything about break of trend line trades, the first level target will always be the first point, which is here. I can tell you for free, even in my sleep, that GBPUSD will most likely roll over to the downside, except something miraculous happens and we want to fire all the way to the upside. But from what I'm seeing, provided we stay below this trend line and we stay below here, ladies and gentlemen, GBPUSD will come to 1.317. However, this could be invalidated if we come and we close above this to continue this range, which I doubt. Now, the reason I doubt is if you come on DXY, right now, the dollar index is about to strengthen. It's about to strengthen. If I come on EuroUSD is giving similar vibes as well. EuroUSD looks like it wants to fall off a freaking cliff. Let's come to the weekly and the daily time frame just to have a look. It is simple and straightforward. Why EuroUSD is getting here and is doing this is beyond me, because ideally we should be heading all the way to the upside. Hold on, let me clone this bad boy. But you see, you don't own the market, so you can't dictate what the market should do. Okay, you can't dictate what the market should do, how it should move on, how it shouldn't move. Okay, you can't dictate that. You can't. So from what I can see here on GBP, on Euro dollar, right about here, I'll zoom in and I'll explain to you guys what's happening. Let's come on the daily time frame. Adjust this a bit lower to accommodate for daily price action. Delete this. So we're currently standing about here. This is looking like a decent trend line break. Clear double top, fake out, market manipulation nicely, and you see we've bled all the way. It faked all the buyers out and has come back down here, close below, and is now looking here. I can tell you for free, next level target for EuroUSD is 1.400. Now, the reason why I can say this with utmost certainty is when you come to the dollar index. Now, the dollar index is what determines what the market does, period. Let's go and do a top-down analysis on the dollar index real quickly. I'm going to delete this. Okay, let's delete everything here. Okay, from what I can see on the dollar index, ladies and gentlemen, I have touch 1, touch 2, and this market has lined up pretty nicely for the third touch of the trend line. If I take my Fibonacci from swing low all the way to swing high, which is here, you can clearly see that, yes, we have breached the 50 and 61 Fibonacci zone, but it looks like something is holding. Sometimes the market is not scientific. It will breach lower. So from what I can see, I have a Fibonacci trend line that is holding this dollar index like so. This dollar index is at a very critical point. From experience, I know. So this is the inner trend line, which played out earlier on, like so. Yes, we broke the inner one, but the outer one is holding. As you can see, touch 1, touch 2, and then we had touch 3, and then you can see exactly what exactly transpired. For those of you who wanted to invalidate this one, but I don't really like to do that. As a price action trader 101, this third touch of this DXY is saying danger for a lot of the other pairs. GBPUSD, EuroUSD. And that's why as GBPUSD is showing signs of reversal, there's no point fighting it. The dollar index, this trend line is holding. It's holding. So what is going to happen in the Forex market over the next, it's going to take us 12 months. I'm not saying the trade is going to take 12 months to play out. I'm just saying what transpires on this trend line. If we bounce, the dollar is going to fly out. If we break, the dollar is going to crash. If we bounce, GBPUSD is finished. It's going to tank. EuroUSD is going to tank. All the majors are going to tank. Yes. But if we break lower, GBP goes higher. So what I'm trying to say in essence is a lot of the other pairs right now are relying so heavily on what is going to happen here, because the pound itself is extremely weak. I'm seeing all the fundamentals coming out, not like as if I pay attention to the fundamentals, but the pound itself is very weak. So the pound is basically moving at the dictate of the US dollar. Now, if the US dollar starts to strengthen, then GBPUSD has no choice than to drop. But there's a lot of conflicting signals that are going on right now. A lot of conflicting signals that are going on right now. I won't really say that they're conflicting, but I mean, as time right now, it seems a bit conflicting. I would need the market to even give me further clues to tell us I made a lot of money from GBPUSD upside trade. TP1 was okay for me. $50 million stop loss, cashed out big time. Had a $50 million stop loss, the market rallied massively to the upside, hit TP1, and then made a lot of money from GBPUSD trade. So I'm good. Now what I'm doing is I'm waiting patiently. GBPUSD has so much space to the downside we could drop. Now I can clearly see that this on a monthly time frame. I can clearly see that it's failing to stay above this black bar. Okay, it's giving me GBPUSD is giving me bearish engulfing candle. We try to reverse to go higher. Red candle, red candle. If we continue the way it's going, GBPUSD might drop all the way down to 1.200, which is 1,300 pip drop. Okay, which is a 1,300 pip drop. So you can't really say verbatim, I'm going to have to wait to see what is going to happen next. But as we speak at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, even when I draw the trend lines like so, as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, we have to allow the market dictate to us. And this is where a lot of traders get it wrong. We are reactive traders. We're not here to impose anything on the market to say, okay, this exactly, I've predicted the market like this, it must do exactly like this. No, you come and then you identify based on new pieces of information. And ladies and gentlemen, the Forex Mastery 2.0 will teach you how to be an investigative trader so that you don't run into issues. Think about it. You're always depositing no withdrawals. You're blowing your prop firm challenges. Before you jump or get into any trade or have any buyers, check everywhere. A lot of traders don't know what to check because they're so zoomed in on the lower time frames. Lower time frames is just for entry and exit, just so you can click buy or sell. The main analysis happens on the higher time frames. Okay? The main analysis happens on the higher time frame. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, GBPUSD will continue like this. I'm calling it here first on WAITLIST Radio 1.31712. I know that's what everybody wants to hear. They want to hear the signal. We continue with this bearish momentum 1.31712. There's no trend line holding this bad boy from just dropping all the way to the downside. Same thing with EuroUSD as well. We're looking at the potential downside to 1.1400. And the same thing for AUDUSD as well. AUDUSD is looking like it's done. AUDUSD looking like it's done, bro. AUDUSD wants to drop. Coming to the weekly time frame. Let's see if it's playing out. It's Fibonacci play. Here we go. Fibonacci play playing out here. But I'm not interested in AUDUSD. Just GBPUSD. It's easier to trade. EuroUSD, GBPUSD, they're all easier to trade. A whole lot easier to trade. So I'm gonna be watching this very carefully. Watching like a hawk. Let me draw this here. And you see, I'm putting all these lines here so that I don't make mistakes. Okay. Now, the rules of engagement are simple. You can see we still have minor support here. You don't want to say, oh, trend line has been broken. Yeah, trend line has been broken. Let's go, start selling. You see this one here? That's why this green bar is here. Allow the market play out here. Once it starts to show you more green bar and more red bars, you're free to start selling. If you scale down to a 30-minute time frame, you'll find an entry. I'll also be speaking about lower time frame entries on the Forex Mastery 2.0, how you can jump into all these kind of trades. Ladies and gentlemen, Forex Mastery 2.0 is going to be amazing. I can't stop talking about it. I'm excited. It's my most exciting project. I love it. You understand? Because I know I'm going to impact a lot of traders, especially W-funded and W-market traders, especially W-funded traders, because, you know, I want to see more traders pass their challenges. There's a module on the Forex Mastery 2.0 called Prop Firms, how to beat the game. Prop Firms, how to beat the game. You're going to learn it on the Forex Mastery 2.0, and also W market traders who are depositing large capitals. I want to see you flip those accounts. I want to see you grow your capital. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. GBPUSD in a nutshell, EuroUSD. I know that the trade setups are not exactly as clear as you'd like them to be, but you know as the market is. Okay, so this is exactly what we're looking at the moment. I'll be monitoring the situation a lot more carefully. Watch out for this black bar. Watch out for this black bar. Anything can happen. Watch out for this black bar. For me, what I'm going to be paying attention to is this DXY. This is what I'm going to be paying attention to for me. This is what is going to help me determine what happens next in the Forex market. Simple. This guy here. This trend line is serious. If we break below, everything resumes. GBPUSD to the moon, EuroUSD to the moon, da, da, da. So right now we're in a period of uncertainty. We can still, that's why you see GBPUSD, what's it called? The GBPUSD setup. The take profit level is not that much. EuroUSD, not that much. Why is this happening? Anytime there's a period of a bit of uncertainty on the dollar index, you have to learn how to adapt. Uncertain times calls for going in there, taking what you can take and chill. I've made money just sending GBPUSD up. I'm going to make small money bringing it down. But I'm not going to be overly ambitious and overly optimistic. There's a time for that. There's a time to go in and cash out. And there's a time to go in, just quickly take something and chill. So GBPUSD trend reversal trade is looking like that. So is EuroUSD. However, they have immediate support very close by. Immediate support very close by. So it will be difficult for you to go in there and cash out big. So take what you can take and chill, and then we'll wait for the next clear sign. That's exactly how you're supposed to be trading. That's exactly how the institutional boys trade. Forget about signal groups. They'll never show you this. Indicators will never show you this. Those strategies that are very rigid, you can see how, based on market data, my analysis is very dynamic. It's accommodating all the factors, including fundamentals, so that you are more informed and you know exactly what to do next, so that you don't go in there blindly and then the market starts reversing and then you start crying. Forex Mastery 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. Click the link in the description down below. Join the waitlist. Come and tell me, what challenges are you facing? Mr. $400 million is here to change your life. Mr. Institutional Trader is here to change your life. When you get my emails, reply to them and I'll speak to you. I love you guys very much, and I'll catch you on my other screen. Take it easy. Peace out, guys. Bye. Thank you very much, guys, for staying to the very end of this video. Like I said, I love you guys very much. You guys are absolutely amazing. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, but most importantly, don't forget to join the waitlist in the description down below. Extremely important, and I'll catch you guys in subsequent videos. Take it easy, guys, and peace out.